Hello, and welcome to Hillbilly Cat History, where we're trying something brand new. We're going to do some chats, and we're going to do some music, some original music that I've made that is inspired by the life of Elvis Presley. As I set up my screen here live for everybody to see. So I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to join and then we'll get started. Well, hopefully somebody out there sees me today. And we're going to start off with a song. This is the very first song that I wrote about Elvis. And it's about the way that he makes his peanut butter and banana sandwiches that he made with Arlene Coogan in his house, Graceland, early on in 1957, the year that he bought it. And Arlene, she made him a banana sandwich, but she made it all wrong. She just sliced the bananas and put them onto the peanut butter, and when he lifted the sandwich, the banana slices all rolled out onto his shirt. So he took Arlene by the hand and took her back to the kitchen. And he showed her how to make that peanut butter and banana sandwich exactly the way he liked it. And that's what this song is about.
Well, I was hanging in Graceland late one night. Elvis said, honey, could you fix me a bite? You want a peanut butter, banana too, and a glass of milk just like you used to do. Sliced it neat, laid it down with care, cut it in half like a love affair. Took it downstairs feeling proud and slick, but those bananas rolled out real quick. And mashed it like the king, spread it real thick, no fancy cuts, just a creamy lick. Messy and sweet, that's the Elvis trick. Mash it like the king, and do it quick. He laughed so loud, didn't fuss or frown, bananas on his shirt slipping all around. He took my hand, said let's fix this right. Back to the kitchen in the Graceland night. No slice, no dainty flair, just mash it up with peanut care. Spread it thick, don't be shy, that's how the king made his sandwich fly. Mash it like the king, spread it real thick, no fancy cuts, just a creamy lick. Messy and sweet, that's the Elvis trick. Mash it like the king, that's the pick. So next time you're hungry, don't be shy. Mash it thick and give it a try. Peanut butter, banana swing, and remember the king. Ding-a-ling!
Well, thank you for being with me today. If anybody's got anything to ask, feel free to put it into the chat. The chat is live. Chat is live. Just trying something totally new today. Something that we've never done before. Oddly, it just gave me an error that the video I was showing is owned by somebody else, but it's a royalty-free video. But I'm going to head and pull it off just to stop any possible problems. And this next song that I'm going to play is about the dreams that Elvis had for the Circle G when he first bought it, when he was there. If you've been following the Circle G story with us on the live streams, you know that Elvis, he was trying to reset himself there. He was trying to get a new outlook on life, to determine how he was going to change things from these movies that he wasn't very happy with and change his career into something that he could be happy with, like live performances. But he hadn't got there yet. And he had these dreams while he was on the Circle G. And that's what this song is called, Circle G Dreams.
I drew a line in the dirt, said this land could be yours. 1 acre each, a house, a porch, a door. I saw the light in their eyes, like stars in the dust. But the paper stayed blank, and the dream gathered rust. I wasn't cash poor, I was rich in belief, trying to carve out a kingdom beneath the cotton clouds and the Mississippi sun. But every time I reached, the dream came undone. Don't you forget what I tried to make, a home for the hearts I refused to forsake. They called it a whim, they called it a waste, but I saw a commune, not just empty space. Don't you forget me when the fences arise, when the ranch house fades and the silence lies. I gave you the downbeat, I gave you the land, but the kingdom never built still lives in my hand. They said zoning laws, they said legal red tape, but I saw a chapel in every landscape, a replica of Graceland, a circle of trust. But the curl was bust, and the dream turned to dust. I signed the checks, I made the calls, watched the trailers roll in like prayer stalls. But Vernon's face, tight as a gate, held back the flood of what I tried to create. Don't you forget what I tried to give, a place where my people could finally live. They called it a farm, they called it a phase, but I saw a future in the ranch's haze. Don't you forget me when the lights go out, when the house plans fade and the voices doubt. I gave you the downbeat, I gave you the land, but the kingdom never built still lives in my home. Still lives in my hand. Still lives in my hand.
Thank you, everyone who's joining me today to listen to the original music I've created around Elvis's life, and to ask any questions that you might have about Elvis, or say anything that you want to say about him, and we can talk about it in the chat. And this next song is about how Elvis found the Circle G Ranch. He was driving, well, Alan Fortas was driving Elvis's Dodge double cab white pickup truck. And in the cab was Alan Fortas, Elvis, Priscilla, Jerry Schilling, and Jerry Schilling's girlfriend, Sandy. And they had just bought a horse for Elvis's father, Vernon, a horse they called Colonel Midnight. And they were coming back from that purchase. And it was dawn, because Elvis did things in the middle of the night. And there on a hill, illuminated by the rising sun, was a cross. A giant cross. And it was on the Circle G, and that's what convinced Elvis that he'd seen a sign and he must purchase this property. And this song is called Cross on the Circle.
He saw the cross at dawn and said, "It's a good omen, and a dream again." At the break of dawn, through the window pane, he saw a cross in morning rain, white as grace, tall as prayer, calling him to build and share. Not a kingdom, not a throne, but a place of love alone, where laughter rides on horse's breath and peace outshines the fear of death. Come home to the circle and the sign, where the lake reflects the holy line. No one needs money, no one needs fame, just a handshake and a name. Come home where the cross stands tall. Come and share the love of all. Mobile homes and barbecue nights, trucks and trials and porch light rides, the hand-picked heart to share the dream, a mythic village by the stream. This is more than land, it's grace, refuge carved in sacred space, a gift of love to friends and kin, protected from the world's loud din. Come home to the circle and the sign, where the lake reflects the holy line. No one needs money, no one needs fame, just a handshake and a name. Come home, come home, where the cross stands tall. Come and share the love of all. Oh, come and share the love of all.
If you would like to hear more music like this, there are playlists in the description below this video so that you can check out music videos of some of these songs. And I'll be adding more in the future, in the very near future. So be sure to remember those playlists, save them, check back often because they're going to keep growing. And some of the playlists include rare songs sung by Elvis, ones that you probably haven't heard before. And this next song is called He Gave Away His Heart. And it's about the very last concert Elvis ever gave at the Hilton Las Vegas Hotel and Casino. where he was the king of the showroom from almost the day it opened. Barbra Streisand opened it, but Elvis was next. And he was king of that showroom until that moment when he left in 1976. But outside of the showroom, he allowed the American Heart Association to set up a booth to collect donations. And they collected quite a bit of money. And they gave Elvis a plaque during this concert to commemorate his help. And this is about what happened when they gave him the plaque. He gave away his heart.
Midnight lights, rhinestone fire, Arabian suit, burning with desire. He hit the stage like thunder rolls. Vegas shook and the story unfolds. Charlie's birthday, crowd went wild. He cracked a joke and sang with style. But just before he sang Hurt So Deep, he stopped the show and made us weep. He gave away his heart, not just a song, diamonds and gold, where the love belongs. Rings and shades from the man backstage. He healed the broken, he lit the flame. Oh, he gave away his heart, and I saw it all that night. Black in hair, the man stepped near. Elvis smiled, the crowd could hear. Thanks to you, we raised the light. 17,000 hearts took flight. Then back behind the velvet door, he gave away a little more. Music ring, a boxcar shine, a suit that held his sacred time. He gave away his heart, not just a song, diamonds and gold, where the love belongs. Rings and shapes from the man backstage. He healed the broken, he lit the flame. Oh, he gave away his heart, and I saw it all that night. He didn't need applause to know his worth. He gave away his soul in Vegas mirth. Not just a king, but something more. A man who knew what hearts were for. Gave away his heart, not just a soul. Pieces of love where the brave belong. Ritual gifts from the man backstage. He saved the hurting, hid the flame. Oh, he gave away his heart, and I'll never be the same. I was there, I saw the rings, I saw the light. Gave away his heart, and it burned so bright.
Chat is live, so if you've got anything you'd like to say about Elvis or to ask, feel free to put it into the chat. I'm going to spin up another song. This one is about the Circle G again, and it's from Donna Presley's point of view. And she's telling Elvis, or telling us, that Elvis, there on the Circle G and in life in general, to his family, he gave them everything. And that's the name of the song, He Gave Us Everything.
17, snow on the ground, circle G, love all around. He bought that ranch, opened the gate, said come on in, let's celebrate. Tractor pulling through the snow, laughter rising, spirits glow. Both behind, wives and men, family fun again and again. He wasn't just a star in lights, he was the warmth in winter nights. Kindness wrapped in velvet flame, a heart that never played the fame. He gave us joy, he gave us grace, a piano song in a quiet place. From a jack to a king, in the moonlight ring, he gave us love, he gave us wings. Circle G, where the angels sing, he gave us everything. Riding horses, lake so still, bridge and cross on the quiet hill. Barbecue smoke, stories told, moments more precious than gold. He'd ask me who I'm dating now, what I dream, what I'd allow. He cared like kin, not just a name. He lived for love, not for acclaim. He wasn't just a voice on stage, he was the soul behind the page. A man who'd sing to heal your day and laugh to midnight blues away. He gave us joy, he gave us grace, a piano song in a quiet place. From a jack to a king, in the moonlight ring, he gave us love, he gave us wings. Circle G, where the angels sing, he gave us everything. A shadow in the night, famous face, but heart so bright. Couldn't walk the street like you and me, so we built a world where we were free. He gave us joy, he gave us grace, a piano song in a quiet place. From a jack to a king, in the moonlight ring, he gave us love, he gave us way. Gave us everything. Yes, he gave us everything.
Thank you for joining us here at Hillbilly Cat History, where we remember together and we listen for the echoes. And here we're going to hear an echo about what Elvis wanted more than anything else in his life. And he told this to a reporter in 1963 for an interview. And he told a reporter that what he wanted more than anything was to live to an old age and be able to look back on his life and know that he had lived a good life, and that he'd had the love of a good woman, and that he'd had many children. And those were the dreams of Elvis's life, and part of what he was trying to achieve on the Circle G. And the name of this song is His Heart's Desire.
His time came too early, the curtain fell too fast. Before he was ready, before we could grasp The man behind the myth, the ache behind the fame. He wanted something simple, not fortune, not acclaim. 6 is 3, the threats came down like rain. He spoke of love, not fear, through the shadow and the strain. I wanna live to be old, he said with quiet grace, to remember her love and see our children's face. He didn't ask for gold, didn't dream of a throne. He wanted a family, a place to call home, to be a good man with a heart that could rest, to know he was loved and he'd given it his best. No mansion in the sky, no diamond parade, just the warmth of a hand and the life they made. A whisper of laughter, a child's sleepy sigh, that was the dream he carried inside. He didn't ask for gold, didn't dream of a throne. He wanted a family, a place to call home, to be a good man with a heart that could rest, to know he was loved and he'd given his best.
That song described Elvis's heart's desire, what he really wanted out of life. And while he was on the ranch on the Circle G, he fell in love with mobile homes, houses that were on wheels, and he bought them for himself and all of his friends and family. And this is a song about that, and it's called House on Wheels.
He rode past green acres with a glimmer in his eye. Said, wouldn't it be something if my folks could live nearby? 12 trailers later, they were rolling down the lane. Concrete dreams and carpet floors, love poured out like rain. He bought one for Grandma, parked it close to his own. Said, you've got 2 homes now, no need to be alone. One for his daddy, one for his boys. He built a little kingdom, not just for show but joy. They called it trailer trash, he called it home, a place for the weary, the lost and alone. He fought through the permits, the neighbors, the noise, just to give peace to his mama and joy to his boys. It wasn't steel and wheels, it was love made bold. A house on wheels with a heart of gold. The county said no, the neighbors raised Cain, but Bernie worked midnight through thunder and rain. They poured the pads, ran the lines, made it right, while Elvis rode a rising sun at first morning light. Some said he was foolish, some said he was grand, but he just wanted laughter to echo through the land. He sat on the floor near tears in his eyes, said, why do they fight me when I'm trying to rise? They called it trailer trash, he called it home, a place for the weary, the lost, and the alone. He fought through the permits, the neighbors, the noise, just to give peace to his mama and joy to his boys. It wasn't steel and wheels, it was love made bold, the house on wheels with a heart of gold. He dreamed of a commune, a circle of grace, where every soul had a warm, safe place. They tried to block it, but he made it real with a stubborn heart and a boot on heel. They called it trailer trash, he called it home, a place for the weary, the lost, and alone. He fought through the permits, the neighbors, the noise, just to get peace to his mama and joy to his boys. It wasn't steel and wheels, it was love made bold, a house on wheels with a heart of gold.
Elvis had a special friend. His name was Gary Pepper. And Gary Pepper wrote to the fanzines, and he told them things that Elvis told him directly. He bypassed the colonel, and he was Elvis's conduit to the world, at least to the fans. And Gary was trapped in a wheelchair from birth, had to be cared for by others for his entire life. But he cared a lot about Elvis, and he did a lot of things for Elvis. Emotional, loving, caring things. And when Elvis opened up in 1969 at the International Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, that was his return to the stage, and Elvis was very nervous. Gary sent him a telegram, and that telegram told him good luck and that he knew he'd do well. And after the performance, which was a triumph, Elvis wrote a letter to Gary, a very special letter to Gary. And he poured out his heart to Gary in just a few lines. And he revealed that he still had 2 weeks left of performances, and he wasn't even sure that he'd be able to get through them physically or mentally. And he told Gary he wished he was there. Now, Gary was coming. Gary was going to be at a later performance. He was on the way. But Elvis took the time to write him this letter back to the telegram anyway. And this song is called Telegram from a Friend.
The lights came down on Vegas gold, July heat, a crown retold, applause like thunder, stars align, But one true friend was not in line. A telegram, a quiet grace from 12 years deep, a loyal face. I read your words, they calmed the flame. In all that noise I spoke your name. I wish you could have been here, Gary. The velvet night, the roaring crowd. But in my heart your voice was steady, a whisper soft, a faith unbowed. 4 more weeks this fire will fade. I'll find my way back through the haze to Graceland's porch where silence sings and friendship wears no stage or wings. The suits, the gifts, the famous hands, they cheered the king, they made demands. But in the mirror doubt would stare, and only you knew what was there. I wrote you lines in trembling ink, not for the press, not for the drink, just for the man who saw me whole, beyond the glitter, past the road. Say hello to everyone, I'll be home when this is done. The curtain falls, the echo fades, but you remain my serenade. 4 more weeks this fire will fade. I'll find my way back through the hay to Graceland's porch where silence sings and friendship wears no stage or wings.
While he was on the Circle G, Elvis was full of dreams. And people who saw him there, they thought that maybe he looked the best that he had ever been. And this next song is about what was going on at Circle G. And it's called Threads and Dreams.
He wore a yellow shirt, black pants in the sun, rode horses through silence, then golf carts for fun. A ranch just 10 miles from the mansion's bright gate, where the myth met the morning and time learned to wait. George fixed the brickwork, the pipes in the ground, lit BP on shirt where no spotlight was found. Donna kept diaries, snapshots ahead of a father who labored, of a myth made by men. He didn't ask for gold, didn't dream of a crown, just a place to be still when the world spun around. In the hands of the quiet, in the stitch of a scene, he carried the weight of a half-finished dream. You didn't ask for gold, didn't dream of a crown, just a place singing still, decoration out. In a hang out the fight, the mistakes on the sea, we drained the weight of my heart's and its teeth. Snowstorms in March to fairgrounds at night. He chased peace in motion and shadow and light. And Priscilla saw him silhouetted below, breathing in twilight, steady and slow. He didn't ask for gold, didn't dream of a throne, just laughter at breakfast, a place to call home. In the hush of the ranch, in the hands of the crew, they found what was real, and he gave it to you.
And for our last selection for the day, I'm going to play the newest song, which is about Elvis at Christmas 1966. He bought basically everybody a horse during this period of time. Everybody except two people. His friend Gary Pepper and his friend George Klein. Now, Gary couldn't ride a horse, and George was a city boy, so he wasn't going to be happy with a horse. Elvis bought them both a car. He bought a brand new 1967 Cadillac convertible for George, who was driving a 1966 Chevrolet convertible. Elvis took that Chevy convertible and he gave it to Gary Pepper, which is the nicest car that Gary Pepper's family ever owned. And Gary Pepper's father, Sterling, who worked for Elvis as a gate guard, was able to drive that car to get the family groceries, to take Gary to doctor's appointments, and to get Gary's medicine, as well as to drive to the Circle G where Sterling worked the night shift as a guard. And this song is about those gifts of those two cars, and it's called Trust in Motion.
Radio static, Memphis bound, WABQ homes a sacred sound. Green, green grass, again and again. A DJ's risk for a loyal friend. Elvis smiles, no words exchanged, just a test of love on a range. Keys in the dark, showroom and blow. A Cadillac waits in a silent show. Merry Christmas, GK said. A yellow chariot, tears on shade. What's fame and fortune worth, my friend, if it's not something we can lend? The Chevy Impala, still shining new, passed from Klein to the Circle G crew. Gary Pepper wheels instead of brakes, rode the road with Elvis in his face. Sterling drove it, errands and guard, a father's devotion, quiet and hard. He couldn't walk, but he moved the crowd. Fancy and twisted, but faintness allowed. No colors filtered, no machine spin.
If you've made it this far into the video with me, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to these tracks. If you'd like to hear rare Elvis facts, stories that you've never heard before, and the truth about stories you've heard many, many times, be sure to check out the rest of the channel, which you can access below this video in the description. There's a lot of playlists, but I've got over 100 videos, including live streams, which are hour-long documentaries, each one, self-contained. You can start anywhere within the series and watch it in any order you like, and you'll still be able to understand everything perfectly. It's a self-guided tour on your end. Just start anywhere on the channel. Watch videos to your heart's content. I guarantee I've got stories about Elvis you've never heard. Stories like a used car lot that he used to own. I've got a couple of original stories that I've written. Didn't really happen, but they illustrate things about Elvis. But I've got 98% of everything on the channel really did happen. They're real stories. Most of them center around Elvis's generosity and love, and the love that others had for him. So if you like those kind of stories, be sure to check out Hillbilly Cat History. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, and tell all your friends who love Elvis about Hillbilly Cat History, so that we can all join here together to celebrate the life of Elvis. Thank you so much, everybody.